Hi everyone, good afternoon. This is Kimber Ryan with Curvy Heart Face Paintings. I wanted to welcome you to my unicorn that I'm going to be painting today. My niece and another mom, she requested this, and so I'm really excited about it. I'm going to make sure that I can get all the chat and stuff, so that way if you guys have any questions or if your kids want to talk to me through the chat, they can. So we're just going to make sure that that's up and going. There you are. And we're going to turn myself down. I always forget to do that. So anyone who is watching, if you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to. So I want to let you know that we're going to be working on a couple of paint. I want to let you know the paints we're going to be working on today. If you look, I went a little overboard. I got really excited. I love the idea of makeup. I'm like, you know, that 6-year-old or 10-year-old who gets a hold of your makeup and then you just go wild and you kind of look like a drag queen or just like a hot mess. Well, that's how I do my costume makeup or whatever makeup I want. So I try to go pink and purple, and I should have just taken this and gone over my eyelids, but hey, it's okay. And I over exaggerated the draw on eyes because whenever I do it with a paintbrush for my face paints, it does not turn out pretty. So I wanted to try to get all that prepped and ready for you guys. So I'm going to show you the paints that we're going to be using today. We are going to be using my Tag Body Art Pearl Rainbow Delight. It's a split cake. I'm going to be using one of my larger brushes, and we are going to do 3 colors at a time. If you notice, like, they're all dry, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'll show you how we're going to activate it. We're going to be using our handy dandy gold for our horn. Maybe some pink. We're going to do white for the ears. And then black outline. I'm going to try not to use black if I can help it. And then my handy dandy dollar store gems. I've got some pink ones. And then I got these guys, the little turquoise hearts and purple hearts. I wanted to put those a couple spots. So that is what you're going to need today. I'm going to get one of my bigger brushes. And it's right here. This is a 3/4. I think I already have a 3/4. Yeah, you know, I'm going to stick with the dirty one. That one's so nice and neat and has barely been used. This one has seen better days, but it's a favorite of mine. It's a good solid brush. I really enjoy this one. If you want to know anything about the paints I use or the brushes I use, you can go, if you go to my videos, I have a video of how I load the sponges, talking about all the paints I use. I've been doing this, and I've just been ordering face paints off Amazon, and I'd like to stick to the Tag and Bobuggles Pro. Those are the ones that I really enjoyed the most, but those are also the only ones I've really tried other than the basic starter kit paint palettes that they offer for between 10 and 20 bucks. So if you guys want to get started on, want to know about those face paints, there's that for you. So with that being said, I think we should get started. Sorry, my microphone is messing with my shirt. I want us to start with the ears, and I need to not sit up, I need to slouch so you guys can see me. So with that, I'm going to take my clean water that I have, and I'm going to make sure that my brushes are clean. For the ears today, we're going to be using this 3/4 inch brush. I like the other one, but I think I just made the decision to go with the angle for the ears, because then we can have a nice sharp point. So we're going to take our handy dandy squirt bottle. All of our paints are water activated, so you just spritz them and it activates the paint, and just go back and forth, load up your brush. So flat brushes, you always go, at least I always go back and forth, and I think that's something you might do as well. If you have a different technique, then go with what you're familiar with. This is just what I'm familiar with. So always test it out on yourself. All right, I like it. So we are just going to make sure. Actually, I did not clean this brush properly. So if you don't clean your brush properly, I have an old color, like right here, black, that's dripping in and turning my brush gray. I'm going to try to clean that real quick. Get all that black out. That's the last thing I want is gray unicorn ears. Now, you can do any color pony. Like, kids love My Little Pony, and so you can be any color they want. So if they tell you they want to be Applejack, you can do yellow ears with a red, or I think it's a red mane, or, you know, purple unicorn, or, you know, whatever you want. And if they don't want a unicorn, but they want a horse, it's very easy to adjust for that. So what we're going to do is I like to take my baby hairs and brush them out of the way. If you have little kids and they have baby hairs or something, just spritz them with water. Oh, see, I got my weight, and push the baby hairs away. Man, it looks like I have a gigantic forehead. Okay, so I like to go from the middle of my eyebrow and like that. So we have kind of an idea of where our ear points are going to be. They're not always going to be even, and this looks like the start of like a really bad clown, but I promise you, you start from here and you angle out like that. And you don't angle as much out going this way, but right there is a good one. Because you want the side to be more angled and this to be straight. We're going to be outlining it, so don't worry about it. And then if you have too much water and you have like your crease from where you squint like me. So there's that. Your paint is going to get all up in your wrinkles. And we are just going to brush and fill in. That's one of the reasons why I like this brush, because it handles business. And if you want to cover your dark eyebrows, I'll just cover it a little bit. And so they may be even, they might not be, but try your best. Because the main important thing here is the unicorn horn. So what you're going to do is you're going to clean that brush. Make sure you clean it well. And if you have any little ones watching with you, I'd be interested in knowing who their favorite unicorn is. If they have a favorite unicorn that they follow. So I'm taking I think I use this brush so much that it is just down to the nub. So we're going to take this and we're just going back and forth. If you have any questions, like I said, you can ask me during here or later on. If you have any questions after you watch this, you can just post in the comments or you can message me and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have for you, or if you have any requests for the future. Now, I like to load up my gold because some of the metallics can be kind of tricky to work with, and they dry really fast, but you don't want them too wet because then there's too see-through, so you just have to find that magic moment. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go from the center of my head and I'm going to come back around here, and don't worry about the shape. We're going to outline it and the shape will come through. I like to just start with a solid triangle, and I'll show you how we're going to do the other. And if you want, you can round it at the bottom, but we're going to do the rainbow hair. Oh, it's okay. Sorry, that's my dog Bella. It's kind of difficult to see right here. You're okay. You're okay. Lay back down. Before we do the rainbow hair, I kind of want to get the pink out of the way. So we are going to take this pink and we're going to take our sponge, and our sponge is already kind of damp. I want it a little bit more so nice and wet. And then we're going to take our pink. We're just going to brush, try to act like you're cleaning it up, and like that. And you can test it out on yourself. You just want like a light blush. We're going to do that right here from the center of our ears out like that. Same with this side. And it creates like the pink, inside pink of the ear. Oh, it's so cute. And you can do this with cats or dogs or whatever. I just like doing this for the unicorns because then I feel like it adds like more interaction. So now for one of the fun parts. So we use the sharp flat brush for the pointy ears. Now we're doing the regular flat squared off flat brush, not angled. So we're gonna take our square bottle and we're gonna squirt our split cake. Now for the front right here, I want to use the pink, blue, and purple part of this. And be careful not to flip your brush like I almost just did, because then you'll mix the colors, and you don't want to mix your colors. All right, so I loaded it up, if you can see. And you take this and you test it out on yourself. It's a little drier than I want, so I'm just going to spritz my split cake again, just like I showed you. I'm going to line my brush where I had it on the paints, and you just want to load it up. So this is what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to put it right here, and we are going to rotate and press down and rotate. And then if you want, you can pick up and start from the other side. Like that. Kind of looks like cotton candy. And I like using the pearl with this because it adds that extra shimmer of like majestic unicorny look. So we're doing that. Now we're gonna make it look like a swirl. And if you want, I have hairy eyebrows, but if you want, you could always take this and you could go on the other side. I'm going to let it be. But I am going to spritz it again. There are 3 colors. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the mane. So, baby, it's okay. Bella, lay down. Who's a good girl? Come here. Who's a good Bella? Yeah. She's trying to protect me from Ricky, my boyfriend's dad, making noises in the garage. But it's okay, babe. Sorry. Please mute if the dog barking is bothering you. Or turn down your volume. Okay, so we have our loaded, and I spritzed my bangs right here, or not bangs, but my baby hairs as much as I can. And I had the blue on the outside here, so I'm going to try to continue that. And we're just gonna come down like that. And we're going to do like little curls at the end like that. Okay, now don't forget we have orange, green, and yellow. And if you don't have to include them at all, but I like to include them because, you know, it's a rainbow. Sorry, I never watched South Park, but my aunts always quoted that every time they said rainbow, they said it like that. I'm like, why do you say it like that? And they showed me the episode where they say it, and I always thought it was funny. So here's the other part of our rainbow, and I'm gonna try to put the green close to the blue, but I'm going to show you how it looks on your hand. Ready? Like that. So we're going to come in at the top, we're going to bring it down and come out like that. And it helps create, and if you want to kind of like mix the colors a little bit, you can do that as well. So that way it doesn't look like it's completely out of place. And if you want, you can just do a sponge with this, but I like using the brush because I feel like it adds just a little extra. If you want, I'm just going to try to fill it in right here. And you can't see it, and that's completely fine. I'm the only one that really can see it, so we'll just let that be. But yeah, if your kids like unicorns and such, I'd love to hear what kind of unicorns, or even if you like unicorns. I know growing up my mom loved Pegasuses and all that, and when I say that, it makes me think of Hercules. I love Hercules. Okay, so while we're letting the hair dry and before we start with the detailing of the black, I like to do, when I do this on kids, I like to do white stars. I feel like it adds kind of like a majestic, like I keep using the word majestic, but I mean, how else do you describe a unicorn, right? Or wild, beautiful wild animal. So we're gonna take our white, we spritzed it. I did not get my paintbrush wet because I want to keep the color as pure white as possible. And my water is looking a little grungy since I put the rainbow brushes in. So we're gonna start, I put a star right here. I just lightly do like that. I'm gonna put something right here. And maybe something right here. And then I want to go on the other side because I don't want the other side to feel neglected. I mean, if your faces have feelings, well, if parts of your faces have feelings. Alright, so actually I want to put a couple of dot, dot, dot. Alright, I always like to do one right here. And then we're going to go dot, 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 and star. So I thought that the eyeshadow and the lipstick would work really well with this, and I'm okay with it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Maybe we'll add just a couple more dot, like little dot stars right there. Ah, so cute. All right, so now that this is mostly dry, I'm going to bring here, and baby hairs in the way. Try to get those out, or else they're gonna cause havoc. And if you see what I just did, I kind of made like a nice thick curl. And you can do this in black. I like to do it in white. I like to keep it as, I don't know, light. I love using black for detailing, but sometimes it can just be too heavy. So for the hair, especially pastel-y, I like pastel-y. For pastels, I like to use white. So we're gonna try that up right here. I'm gonna just go like that. And try to just like make it look like a, what is it, cinnamon bun, a rainbow cinnamon bun. Just try to like make little ringlets, like so. Oh, okay, looks so pretty. Best part at the end, can't wait. Okay, so I don't want to do my horn in white, but I will highlight it in white to show extra shininess, but I will do the horn in black, and so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take our melted California black, and if you're wondering why it's called melted California black, or I called that, is because I left my black paint in the car during 114-degree weather, which caused it to melt. And I kind of like it better this way, but I digress. I loved My Little Ponies growing up. I don't remember ever really watching the movies or stuff, but I always loved getting the little plastic My Little Ponies with the manes. I always thought those were cute. Okay, so I'm going to angle you this way because I got to focus in the mirror so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So we're kind of going to make it like an ice cream cone. Okay. I'm just rounding the edges, and then okay, so now you have your outline. We're gonna fill it in. So I'm gonna come from this side because I already made a big old dip. No, thank you. Okay, so it kind of looks like an ice cream cone. Little girls aren't going to be all fuddy-duddy. Parents might with the horns, but you know, I think they're cute. I rinsed off my black because I'm going to try to outline the ears, and I don't want it to be super loaded with black that it gets all mudded up. So we are going to come in here. No, now I need to angle you back. Okay, so now we are going to start at the bottom and kind of leave a little gap right there so it looks like it's slightly folded in. just gonna add like little hairlines right here. Just like that. And if you want, you can outline it completely. I don't want to, because like I said, I'm trying not to use as much black. So we're gonna try the same to this side. It might be a little different if you're painting it on yourself like I am, because you're unable to, my hand's very heavy when I'm going across my face. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're going to go out and bring in and up. So it's not, definitely nowhere near. So it's okay. We can make this work. So we're gonna go a little heavy, press down. I like try to be even if I mess up, because you know, everyone messes up. And it's just part of life. It's part of learning. I just never learned my lesson. But then again, this is kind of difficult to learn your lesson when you're doing this. And you use it. So now we're going to go in for our hairs. Alright, so there's our unicorn ears and our horn. And I kind of just want to put a little bit, not a whole lot, of black right here. And if you find it ruins it for you, do not do it. No, you only have to follow what you want to follow. I feel so pretty. You only have to follow what you want to follow. I will repeat that. You only have to follow what you want to follow. I'm going to get back into the white because, like I said, I want to add a little bit of like a shininess to the horn. So we're just going to do a little like that. If you want, you can add like little dots. Why not? I am though, because I can't stop myself. And maybe I want to add a little like that. Okay. I already started with the black and now I can't stop myself. See, this is why I avoid using black, because once I get started, I can't stop. It's like I don't want to use the word sickness, because that might, you know, dilute the fact that some illnesses are very, very serious, but I'm obsessed. All right, we're going to take this and try to go as light as possible. Like that. Oh, that was a little thicker than I wanted. Okay. Didn't do too heavy. I'm happy with that. And if you have any little boys or girls or whatever and they wanted to have some eye makeup done to make it go extra, I don't see the harm in it. So I'm going to start with the gems. And I like to put the gems right on the stars, so it adds a little extra twinkle to the stars. I'm going to be using my round pink ones right now. And then I'm going to see this big guy. This big guy is going to get a big old heart. Big old heart. I'm going to put right here. And this guy right here. So it just adds a little extra shine. There isn't a whole lot of blue represented in this, so I'm going to take one of my blue gems and put it right here. And I'm going to take one of my purple ones. I'm going to remove this guy. I'll find you a new home, I promise. I know, my gems can't talk back to me. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be, but at least I know that they're not talking back to me. Then I have a heart on each cheek, and I've been doing this lately and I really like it. I like adding gems in the corners of my eyes. I don't know why, but I feel prettier doing it. And you just put it where you want. Now all the gems I use are self-adhesive. I tell the kids and I tell the parents that the gems only last about 30 minutes, only good for a couple good photos. They're gonna fall off as you eat, as you laugh, as you live your life. They're gonna fall off. So be prepared. Right now, because I'm not gonna be eating a whole lot, I'm actually gonna pick up Chinese food dressed like this. Well, of course with the mask, but yeah. So their gems will fall off. I never felt right about gluing them to people's faces, especially children's, because you don't know how they're gonna react to certain things. But I get mine, like I got the hearts and the pink from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has a good variety. I also get a handful offline when Dollar Tree had like a weird shortage. And I just ordered a big bulk pack of random ones. And so whatever tickles my fancy, I just grab those out, put them down, and then I apply them to the kids' faces. So my favorite part is glitter. So because it's all water-based, it's water activated. So you spritz, and I'm going to be using my purple. Close your eyes and mouth. This is what I tell the kids. And you go crazy. All right. So you guys might not be able to see the glitter, but oh dear Lord, my shirt is covered in it. It might look like it's dirty, but it's not. But oh, I look cute. Well, I think I look cute. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I did this for my niece, so I hope that she gets around to watching it. She's on the road right now, headed to her grandma's. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and hope everyone's home. I hope everyone's safe, and I hope that if you do decide to do this at home, if you want, share pictures. I'd love to see them. I'm posting these videos up on YouTube as well. So if you wanted to access any of my videos, or you're not on Facebook, or friends and family you want to share this with don't do Facebook, you can share it to YouTube and they can watch it on there. I post videos on YouTube and then I eventually post them on Facebook. Everything that I don't do live on Facebook. So if you wanted to see some other things I'm up to, you're more than welcome to go to my YouTube and subscribe, or just, watch. All right. Well, I'm going to get going. I got to go pick up some Chinese food, just like a unicorn. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. I gotta go. All right. Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show.